and a guitar. Who wants to be my band? I've got a pencil in my hand. What the frick am I supposed to do with it? I'm a notebook. Crisscross applesauce. Oh. Hi guys. That's not good. That is the police officer. Oh, that's a cute puppy. Hi puppy. It says, scumbag teenager for Mars. I made it myself. You know what song has been stuck in my head all day? Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's sway. Mysterious moonlight. That's been stuck in my head all day. You know what like annoys the crap out of me? Pant boners. You know, when the little zipper area by your crotch and it like makes a lump. Yeah. My God. I mean, I don't got one right now because it's a nice fit in the crotch area, but I got these one pants and it makes the biggest boner you've ever seen. Oh, let me show you something I got and it was really cool. Hold on. Serious moonlight. Okay. Wow. Okay, so there's this used CD store downtown. I think I mentioned that in my last video. But I got this. You can't see it because I took out the picture thingy to it that says what it is, but it's the used movie. It's the movie, and it's super good. I've watched it before because I got it from the library. But now I get it for keepsies. But it's called Birth, and it is so freaking funny. Like, when Quinn and Jeff answer questions, it's pretty darn hilarious. Sarah? What are you doing here, you cheeky monkey? But, I got it. Oh my gosh, I got it for $2 because it was like this little special deal area where it's not like organized by the artist or anything. And I remember I was like looking through it and I was like, the use, and some dude was looking through it, so I just kind of snuck my hand in there and I took it out. I was like, Mom, can I have $2? And she was just like, it's the used, isn't it? I'm just like, yeah, how'd you know? She's like, I saw it, and I was just like, why didn't you tell me? But I got it. Top notch. She just walked into her house. She doesn't even live here. What did she do here? Okay, so this week's topic is most rebellious things you've done at school and worst things you've broken. I'll start with what the worst thing I broke. So my brother, sister, and we were playing this game where you wrap yourself in a blanket and you just like mosh into each other. And I got really dizzy because I was like moshing and I couldn't see. So then I bumped into our little like washer closet thing. It's like a closet and then you open it. It's like a really small area for your washer and dryer. And I bumped into it and I took off the whole door. And it was so funny. I was like, so now it like opens all weird and it was so bad. But it was hilarious. I was laughing, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be in so much crap for this, but I was laughing. Okay, now on to the most rebellious things we've done in school. Hey there guys, Ma. He plays the bass. Okay. I mean, I don't think mine are not that rebellious, I think. I'm waiting, okay, today is Tuesday, and I'm waiting for Haley to put her video up, because she said she got suspended once, so I'm like waiting. I'm just like, what did she do? On to my not so rebellious things that I've done in school. Wow, that kind of sounds professional. I'm a news anchor. I'm just kidding. Okay. I have like a reminder down and it says apples to apples. Okay, so that says apples. Oh, that says algebra. Okay, so it was a Monday and our algebra teacher told us, what was it? Oh, she said, tomorrow we don't have algebra, so don't come. Just do what your teachers tell you to do. So we were like, okay. And then the next day, Tuesday, on the schedule, my teacher put down that we had to go to algebra. So I was like, okay. So the 3 algebra students in my classroom, we went in there, and there were like 4 students in there. So we were just like, well, what should we do? Because there was like no teacher in there, and there was barely anyone in there. It was just us kids, like I think 7 of us, right? If I add up my calculations. I'm just kidding. So we were like, okay, we'll just wait for her. And it was like, it's been like 5 minutes. She hasn't been there. So we're just like, what should we do? Like, we were like, we do not want to go back, but it's kind of illegal to be unsupervised in the classroom. We're like, let's just stay in here. So we closed the doors and shut the blindfolds, and we played apples to apples. And every time we heard walking outside the door, we'd be like, shh, 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 and we'd like stop playing. We're just like, and then when they walked away or we heard them stop talking, we were like, okay. And then we just play and talk, play apples to apples. And so yeah, we were playing, or just having like a good time, and we've been in there for like a half hour or so, and maybe 40 minutes, yeah. And then all of a sudden the door swings open, it's our algebra teacher. She's like, what are you guys doing in here? And we were like, playing apples to apples? And then someone was like, you want to play? And we were like, dude. But then she was just like, okay. And then she like went to her desk and just did paperwork, and it was totally okay that we were in class. She was like, wait, are you guys supposed to be here? And we were like, no. She was like, okay. We're like, sweet. So it was just awesome. But so we had to play apples to apples, so that wasn't very rebellious, but it started off rebellious. Okay. Another rebellious thing I've done, there's this, my language arts and social studies teacher. She is so annoying, like, freak. I freaking cuss under my breath to her. I'm like, just shut up, man. But yeah, so, and she always says strive. She's like, I want you guys to strive for this. So, one day, I was sitting in a desk, and there was a desk in front of me, and I put my feet up in that desk, and, the annoying teacher, she walked by, and, I kicked out the desk, so it would be in the way when she walked back, and she walked back, and she tripped on it. I feel so bad. It was pretty funny, and then when she, tripped on it, I said, were you striving for that? And then she was just like, what, Jamie? And I'm just like, oh, are you okay? And then, oh man. So, I actually did this today also, but I do this frequently. So, I stay upstairs for lunch, which means I just, I stay out of the cafeteria and I eat in the classroom with a teacher so she can help me with my algebra. And, what I do is I stay a little after. I'm like, get them distracted or say like, oh, I need a little bit more time, and then she has to write me a pass to my next class because I'll be late. And once we're done and I'm like 3 minutes late, she'll write me a pass and be like, okay, hurry up back to class. And then she leaves and I stay in the classroom for like 5 minutes or something, and then I walk around the school and I take the long way around, and then I go down the stairs, and then I say, oh, I need to pee, so then I just like pee, and then I'm like, now I'm thirsty, and then I take a drink of water, and then I just take up my time, and usually I take up to 10, I get like 10 or 15 minutes late to class, but I have a pass, so I'm good. And so I did that today. Yeah, usually, oh yeah, and the days when I'm not alone, I'm usually with Noelle, and she gets so mad at me when I try to stall. She's like, Jamie, we need to go to class now. I'm just like, but I need to do this. She's like, no, you don't. And then when we get in the classroom, all the kids are like, where were you? Where were you? Tell me why you were gone. And it's just like, calm down. Okay, one time I was walking with Noelle to Spanish, and I saw the cafeteria, this dude, he was like mopping the floors and stuff, and into the cafeteria, there are doors to it, so I like opened it and I yelled, the man with the plan! And then I think he dropped his broom or something, I don't know. Noel's gonna see this and be like, no, he didn't. But, I don't know, he was just like, oh, and I ran away. And we were laughing. Yeah. And my algebra teacher was like, who wants a pre-test for the test tomorrow? And some kids were like, me! And then she was just like, okay, just stop by after class or something, after your next class and get the papers. And then some kid, my friend Cindy, she said, can I come in during blah period? And she was like, sure. And she only needed one person. I was just like, but after class I said, Cindy, pick me up during class, okay? And she was like, okay. I was like, because I do not want to be in science class, so you just got to come pick me up. And she was like, okay. So I was waiting in science class and I was doing the sheet, and then I looked at the door and Cindy was like, so I got up from my seat and I walked past my teacher and I like stuck the paper to his chest and I patted it and I said, I'll be right back. And I just walked out of class. He was just like, because I didn't have a pass or anything. I didn't tell him where I was going. I was just like, I'll be right back. And then, so we walked to the algebra class and we got the pre-test. Then we didn't have anything else to do, and then we're just like, I don't want to go back to class. And then we walked around the school for a while, even though we were supposed to be back. And I think we walked around for 15 minutes. But, so we were like walking around, we were like, do not want to go back to class. And we were like, what if the teacher walks in? We're like, no, they're teaching. Why would they be out in the hallways? And then we looked down, and my science teacher, he was walking down the hall, and we were like, oh, babe. And then we like ran into the library, but I missed the entrance to the library, so I smacked up against a bookshelf. I was like, pooch, and then it made this big booming noise, and the librarian was like, what's going on in there? I was like, bah. And then I like ran into the library, and I was just like, oh. I was like, what is he doing in the hallway? He's supposed to be teaching. And then, yeah, and then when we walked around for about 5 more minutes, yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Don't want to waste any time. There's a hair on my burrito. Aw, man, that's nasty. I'm gonna sign off with a Weezer song, because, man, Weezer freaking rocks. They're sick. Yeah, signing off with a Weezer song. So long and good night.